Entertainment, ballet, classical music, film music, jazz and world music, opera, pop music, radio and television. With classical music and opera, perhaps refresh your memory of composers, works and eras, but do it in general. Definitely don't ignore 20th and 21st century works or composers, likewise modern virtuoso musicians. In pop music, J-pop and K-pop are likely to come up because they tick the box of non-competing countries, but they are also major in their own right. The Grammy Awards are a fertile source of information. Look at those for jazz, world, and alternative rock. It's a really good way of picking up the contemporary movers and shakers, but also perhaps spotting the more traditional artists who have recently returned to the musical fray. So look out for that. It's also worth looking at national or regional music genres, such as Afrobeat in West Africa and High Life in Ghana or Fado in Portugal. Foreign language pop that's been a hit throughout Europe often comes up, and again, global hit makers, perhaps not in the English language, are always worth looking at. Radio rarely comes up because it's very local in nature. You might get the odd radio personality who's crossed over into other media, but radio in itself very often doesn't come up. TV has broadened to streaming services, so it'd be well worth looking up South Korean shows that have featured on Netflix or Amazon Prime in the last few years. Squid Game probably a little bit too obvious, but you never know. Modern theatre doesn't come up much due to its quite local relevance, a bit like radio, but questions could be inspired by the Tony Awards. And here's a recap of entertainment. It's ballet, classical music and opera, film music, jazz and world music, pop music, radio and television.